Right to development is a human right. Our ambassador Hanan has already mentioned about it. Right to, Bangabandhu started a movement. Right to food, right to vote, right to education, right to health care. These are human rights. He wanted to have a Sonar Bangla, a prosperous Bangladesh, where we can ensure right to vote, right to food, right to accommodation, right to shelter, right to health care, right to education. These are the priorities of Bangladesh. And no wonder Sheikh Hasina over the years have more or less achieved. Now no one dies of hunger in Bangladesh. We have achieved that goal, right to food. And also we have achieved over the years under the Sheikh Hasina government that people have the right to vote. She has instituted certain election commission, highly independent election commission, so that we can have a fair voting system, and every adult franchise, they have their ID, picture ID, so that there could be minimum fraud. Unfortunately, there are some cases, there are some incidents where there has been weaknesses, and it is not uncommon. We all want better perfection, but unfortunately, it is not uncommon. Even in the US, that have been practicing, the rule of law, practicing democracy for more than 250 years, yet in the last presidential election, 77% of Republican voters believe that presidential vote was stolen. They think that it is due to fraudulent voters. And 77 Americans till today, last week, they believe the American democracy is weak. It needs a lot of correction. They think American democracy is basically run by money, run by partisan, run by some of these issues that happen. Anyway, you can see here, they think run by money politics, radicalism, polarization between the parties. Freedom of speech, this is American public perception. Freedom of speech is only by name. Now, I am happy that we are doing much better. But we want to do better. What we are doing currently, we would like to be better. We don't like to be, in USA, congregational election, last election, it cost $7 billion. And as per the American Wall Street Journal, Wall Street Financial Journal, 91% of the congressmen were influenced by the Wall Street, the money. We don't want to be that. So we want to try to do much better. We would like to have true public representation. Now, when we see there's so much of killing in Bangladesh during these 2001 to 2006 years, I did a study. And the study I did for 10 years. 5 years prior to 9/11, 5 years after 9/11. And it was a study, and I was amazed when I did the study, I was amazed that the terrorist incidents and fatalities sharply increased in Bangladesh during that period. Sharply increased. I have these numbers. The number says in Bangladesh from 1/7/27/1996 to 9/11/2001. During that period, there was only 7 incidents. But after the 9/11, the incidents increased. Incidents increased 553. When you look at these numbers, you see that Bangladesh topped the list. And in terms of fatalities, the percentage increase is too much. And say that even it defeated Middle East, even it defeated South Asia. So that is very painful. But good news is that situation does not exist anymore. Good situation is we are improving. On this day of Universal Human Rights Day, we look forward towards improving our position beyond what we have done so far. So this is a time for us to work hard. Anybody wants to know more about it, about these numbers? And these numbers I collected from the published by Oklahoma-based MIPT terrorism report, and they publish terrorism report incidents and fatalities for each year, country by country and region. So anyone wants to look at it, they can look into, even can go to the Googles and find it out. Now, the issues that I would like to raise, that couple of Bangladesh believes in human rights. No wonder when 1.1 million Rohingya, the persecuted, displaced people of Myanmar, were suffering. No wonder distressed people in their need. And hopefully many other countries will come forward for resettlement, relocation of those persecuted people. And I am looking forward so that their human rights is upheld. Has made some to take them and provide them better education in their own land. Say that, I'm also happy to know that some of the human rights organizations raised an issue. They said, and it was forwarded to us by the UN Human Rights Council. UN Human Rights Council claimed that there are 76 cases of illegal and forced disappearance in Bangladesh over the last, few years. Luckily, we are very lucky that out of the 76 cases, we got the whereabouts of 10 people. They are living in their homes with their families comfortably. 2 had happened to be Indian national, and they had gone through some punishment because they were terrorists, but now they are living in their home in India. So we got some of them, and another 20 we found they are all criminals, either absconding or some are in the jail. So there is no enforced disappearance of that number. But I must say, the number is not, we don't want anyone to be enforced disappearance, but here we see some of them. Now, the numbers are concocted by some organization, and in the process, Human Rights Commission, without doing examination, presented to us in the process, UN Human Rights Commission, lost their credibility to an extent. I shall hope, as Sultana Kamal, a human rights activist of Bangladesh, she mentioned, in future, UN should do their own survey and search, and only then they should, because if they pick up information from the NGOs or NGOs that are politically motivated, they provide distorted information, and if they follow the distorted information, then they lose their credibility. And I must say, in Bangladesh, we have many political activists, but they are known either as human rights activists or as civil society activists. I have a friend, Professor Arafat, has done, many of you might have seen that, has done about few of the individuals, that these are all political activists, but now known in the society as human rights activists. So we should be aware of them. Now